Hi Naramac family, it's Mrs. Green here, reading from my home to yours. Today's Monday, May 11th, 2020. I hope everybody had a great weekend. We had Mother's Day was yesterday, so I hope you had a nice Mother's Day and you celebrated your mother. Today's story is called A River by Mark Martin. I want you to notice the beautiful illustrations the author has drawn. He's also the illustrator. It's a beautiful book, and you really need to use your imagination. So notice what's happening here. There's a river outside my window. From where I sit, I can see it stretching into the distance in both directions. Sometimes I imagine myself floating along the river, swept away in a silver boat toward the horizon. Where will it take me? It goes through the city, under bridges, and past the speeding cars that zoom by into an endless stream of busyness. It flows beside the factories with their machines grinding and plumes of smoke rising in the sky. It carries me past the farms and animals and moves beyond the fields that look like giant patchwork quilts. It slides into the hills and valleys, and I can hear the murmuring of running water. That grows louder and takes me tumbling down a waterfall taller than any building. The river flows into a jungle, and I can hear lots of animals, gibbons, bats, and all kinds of birds. Deep in the jungle, it's very dark. I can feel many eyes watching me. As I sail through the mangroves, the river opens up and takes me to the ocean. It's wider now, and the air smells of salt and seaweed. Look at how tiny the boat looks in the big ocean. If I peer over the edge of my boat, I can see many fish swimming in and out of the light. When I look up, I see clouds moving in, and it begins to rain. And it's difficult to see where I am, but I can hear the raindrops on a window, and as the clouds clear, I'm sitting in my room again, looking through those raindrops on the glass and gazing out across the sleeping city. And I think I see my silver boat floating in the moonlight, drifting past my window once more. The end. I thought that was a really beautiful book. Look at the details in the picture on the cover. Isn't that beautiful? So think about that story. Why do you think the author wrote that book? Think about the reason the author might have written it. Remember the reasons: to inform or to entertain us, to give us a message, teach us something. What do you think this story was for? Do you think it was to teach us a lesson? Maybe. Maybe the lesson could be to use your imagination more. Your imagination can take you to beautiful places. I know that reading can take you to beautiful places, so using your imagination can also take you to some really beautiful places. I thought it was a very entertaining story. I think it was really nice, and it was informative also. You got to see the forest and the ocean and the city and the farm. So it took you a lot of different places so you could learn different things about the places if you really paid attention to the pictures. This is the kind of book that I think you really need to see in person and hold and look at the pictures all up close. Study them up close. You could discover such great things when you look at them. I know I tried to show you the best I could the pictures up close, but you know it's different when you're looking at it in a book and when you're looking at it online like this on the camera. It's a little bit different. You can see more of the details. You really have to look, and you can discover a lot of great things when you look up close to the pictures. So remember, this book is called A River. So if you want to get this book for yourself to look at, it's called A River, and it's by Mark Martin. And I think he did a really beautiful job with the illustrations. So I really hope you enjoyed that story. I hope everyone's doing well. It's kind of rainy and icky out today, so I think it's not supposed to be nice this week, but maybe it'll clear up sometime. We can get outside and get some fresh air and spend some time in nature. So I hope you have a really good rest of the day. I hope you're doing okay with your work, and I hope you're doing okay in general. So I'll see you back here tomorrow for another Read Aloud. Take care. Bye.